Let's possibly have... Yeah, we've got a grid full of red cars. That guy might be a good indication of how skillful these drivers are. Actually, it hasn't brought in the customized cars. So, alright, switching over to quali. Thank you for the follow. You join us just about to do our first online daily race in AC Evo. Just doing qualifying at the moment. I'm going to let these guys go ahead a little. And then we shall go for it. I mean, we haven't got long for quali, but... Right. Not sure what... lap times I should be heading for. I don't know if that's evidence of how this is going to go. We're going to have a hell of a rejoin here. No one can keep it on the track. I'll stay in third for that one. You watch, I qualify fourth or something and I'm just going to get totally drilled at the first corner. Best lap 107. Sluggish in third, though. I'm now second. Yeah. Best lap was a 109. So the person in first has had some practice there. Whoo! I don't know what... the red... So... fuel... I'm not to know how much fuel to put in. For a 15-minute race. I mean, I only just got third. Alright. Hello! Hello, how are you doing? Right. First ever race in AC Evo, and you are here to watch my disaster. We eventually qualified 6th on the grid, so we got knocked down late on. So I'm going to have to be very wary because I've not got my crew chief to call out anything, because I don't think the crew chief works for AC Evo yet. Don't know why I'm holding the clutch, to be honest. Alright, here we go. Someone made a hell of a start there. Oh no, I am in third. I don't really need to lift for that part. Looks like the guys ahead have a lot more traction than I do. That was a hell of a pause. Oh, another one. You know you can go round me and not through me, don't you? Couple of laggy drivers around. I didn't feel a hit from behind, but that driver in my mirror arrived at a rate of knots. It looks Christmas here. Yes! I tried to make it at least Christmassy. I turned off the snow because I thought that might be a bit distracting. I don't know if I can do that corner in fourth. Someone's got a drive-through. I did see someone do a jump start. Or at least they lurched forwards at the start. Now, by the name behind me, maybe they are someone with some dodgy internet. Jesus, you're coming into that corner so quickly. Either that or the netcode is not detecting that you're slowing down, but I'm getting a nudge up the rear every time I brake for that corner. No, I still prefer third for that corner. How am I liking it so far? I've got mixed opinions. I'm kind of reserving a lot of judgment until it gets to 1.0. There's certain things that are a bit of annoying. One of which is it doesn't have a proper VR mirror, so I'm having to use the Steam VR mirror. As you saw, it can have those big frame drops or big stutters in multiplayer, where the screen will just completely pause, which, as you can imagine, is quite jarring in VR. What else? I feel like the menus could probably be a bit more streamlined. They seem to... There are so many clicks to get where you need to go. I feel that that guy is lagging because he wasn't that close. Yeah. He just lagged through me there. And he got away with that, I didn't. It's... Some of the good parts are... It's pretty... nice in VR. It now at least runs. There is like significant details you've got to turn down, so this is not running at maximum res. And to put it bluntly, it needs a lot of optimization. I'm running an Intel i9 285 Ultra, so the CPU is no slouch, and I'm running it on a 5090 as well. So a good PC, but still got some work to do. The netcode is iffy at best. I don't particularly feel like it's strong enough to withstand little bits of contact, as you saw. But it's 0.4, so it's a good base. Whether it's something that I will play regularly, I'm not too sure, because as I was saying to others, I just noticed that guy behind me now. As I said to others, is he going to let me around the outside? He is. that drove him there. I can't remember what I was saying. Whether it's something that I play more often, I was saying to somebody else that it may fall into the trap that Assetto Corsa kind of fell into, which it kind of became a sports car, track day sim. Assetto Corsa didn't have the all of the race stuff properly implemented, and it only came later on with third-party tools and stuff like that. So it looks like Kunos have kind of learnt that they need that bit as well. Another good part is the UI. The UI is completely movable, customizable, which is cool. You can change all of your settings whilst not coming back to the menus, which I feel is a big advantage. So I can change all of my graphical settings, I can change all of my controls whilst out on track. I can even change the force feedbacks whilst I'm out on track, which is a significant plus. So if you need to do some tweaking, you can. The game looks gorgeous as well. I'm finding that the detail on the tracks, I'm not really used to it. As soon as I entered some of the tracks, I was like, it feels real, because there's so much depth to everything. You know, all the trackside objects and the spectators and all of the things around. So that's Sergio again. I think I'm just going to let Sergio by. He was the one that was lagging before and pushed me off the track, so he seems to lurch forward on the brakes. It says he's 0.4 behind, but I don't trust the timing there. It says I've got a ping of 18 milliseconds, so I'm okay. I don't know about everybody else. But I don't know what the green and the yellow things next to the numbers are in the relative there. Some have got yellow, some have got green. I don't know if that's track limits or what. And I can never, obviously, because this is the first level of bronze, I think they call it. You can't guarantee that you're racing against a field full of people that haven't got all of the stability assists and traction control out the wazoo, you know. So but I love the little details around the track, particularly the spectators. There's a couple of things I noticed at Brands Hatch where the spectators would be kind of idling around. They would be kind of walking in place, as though they're kind of impatiently, you know, walking up and down waiting for the action to start. There was also at Road Atlanta, I saw a guy on a radio talking to someone. He looked like he was quite angry, actually. I've got 3 minutes left. That probably means there's 2 laps to go. do feel a little bit lonely without my crew chief. I mean, I'm always lambasting him when he's talking to me and telling him to shut up, but I sometimes rely on him for my extra vision, you know. This guy really needs to fuck off in that corner, because I'm getting rear-ended every single time. Yeah, I feel like I'm braking at the last possible moment. Have some defensive driving. Dee 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 dee. Not sure how I'm doing for track limits or anything. It's not pinged for me yet. Going down the inside this time. Oh. That's the way you do it, reversing onto the track. That's the way you do it. I'm clearly just not braking hard enough, I think. I'm just not as confident as others. There's a certain number of UI elements I think I've got to uncover because they are overlapping each other. Oh, there's a yellow flag there, I didn't see what that was about. Fucking hell, dude, sort out your internet. Near enough phased through my car then. I mean, I'm not sure what he is seeing. Session has ended. There you go. Please return to the pits. I shall. Fourth. Started third. But I got absolutely mullered by somebody with a internet that's 2 tin cans and a bit of string. But there's a lot of cars that definitely weren't stable. Cars were moving around a lot. I don't know if it's to do with prediction code or something, that it couldn't quite work out that the cars that were coming in at a rate of knots, and when they hit the brakes, it predicted that they were going faster than they were, and unfortunately, it meant that that I got rear-ended every time. But how am I liking the driving the MX-5? Yeah, I mean the MX-5 in most games I feel is a solid car. It's a good car in whatever sim it's in. But I like it. I could definitely have pushed a bit more. I think I was a bit kind of tentative on the brakes. The leader was definitely like 2 seconds a lap faster than everybody else. But I eventually got third. Okay. Okay. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for the follows. Have a good rest of your Saturday, and I will see you later. Bye.